Thank you for finding this video. I have been living in the Philippines for over 5 years. Here's my cost of living breakdown. Hey everyone, this is Gil Server back again with another video. Thank you for watching. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and liking this video. And today, we're gonna be talking about budget. More specifically, my cost of living here in Davao City. Now, I don't know, I do not know where I fall when it comes to lower, middle class, upper middle, I don't know, right? So comment down below what you think this particular budget is. I am in no way trying to flex with anything. I'm just trying to give you a raw budgeting that I have within my life and how I conduct myself, especially negative people, which you shouldn't be here if you're negative. Understand that I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a consultant here. I do things here to try to pretty much generate money. So with that said, I am not a traditional bayan who's here to retire. I am a working person. Okay, so let's preface that, okay? So if you're interested in basically what it costs here in the Philippines for someone like me, understand that. Just give you the rough breakdown of just like my foundation here. In this physical house, I have 2 assistants, my wife and my baby and myself, right? And in my house in Negros, I have 2 helpers there, 2 people there, 2 assistants there, and then my in-laws there, so they help take care of the house and all those things. And I have my dog caretaker who just takes care of my dogs until, because I'm not there most of the time. So just wanted to preface that in this whole entire video so you kind of have like a bigger understanding of what the whole situation is. Great, let's get right to it. So I pretty much have 3 residences at the moment right now, not including the family businesses and stuff like that. So I have my Negros house, which is a very simple house somewhat in the province, but in Negros Oriental. That I don't have a mortgage on. I own that house outright. I pay 3,000 pesos in basically electricity for it every single month. Now I also have a townhouse that is just there for either Airbnb or rentals. That one is 18,000 a month with the HOA fee. So that's in Richwood. That's right, pretty much near I bought it as an investment property, but it's on my books, right? So that one's going to be close to the upcoming airport here in Davao. I'm sorry, in Dumaguete. But the particular house that I have, I don't have a mortgage on, that's going to be fronting the airport as well. Now I have my Davao house. Now I don't own this. I plan on purchasing this maybe by the end of the year or within the next year or next 2 years. But I pay 40,000 a month for this house that I live in here in Davao, right? So now that goes with the electric. The electric here is roughly around 7,000 pesos a month. I'm trying my best to keep it underneath there. I'm still testing things out, right? The water here is fairly affordable. It's 800 pesos roughly a month. It floats around between 600 to 800. I took the bigger one for you guys, right? So obviously we need internet, right? We need internet because for the most part, being a consultant, I do remote work as well as, going to the office. So the internet for me is 3,500 pesos. Personal spending, I give myself, I don't really go out like that. I'm a homebody, my family is as well. So my personal spending, which is, some people don't believe this, but I give myself about 4,000 pesos a month to go out and stuff like that. I'll explain to you why, because in a little bit, it'll make sense. Like I said, I'm a homebody, I stay home, I don't really go out or anything like that. But my grocery shopping is 30,000 pesos. Now, mind you, going back to, I have my baby, I have myself, obviously, as you can see, I eat a lot, my wife, and my 2 assistants. So, a bulk of that probably goes to the baby because, I buy the Similac, and so I put that on my grocery shopping list, budget, I mean. Now, this is not really a daily cost or basic cost of living. It's just within my cost per month. So I have 2 St. Peter, when somebody passes away, I have 2 plots. So that monthly is 2,500 pesos. Now that's for two slots. That could be, you know, my in-laws, myself, my wife, or whatever. God forbid, I hope I live to 1,000 years old. But that's 2,500. I recently found out I probably have 22,000 pesos left before that gets paid off. So that'll be off the books very soon. Now, I separate the grocery shopping that's actually like going to SM for what my wife needs. Then there's a public market shopping. So my wife really doesn't like the fruits and vegetables sometimes in the groceries because she feels it's a bit more fresher in the public market. It is also somewhat significantly a bit more affordable, I noticed, maybe up to like even 20 to 30% more. We found that certain things in the public market, like eggs and stuff like that, I separated this from the grocery shopping only because there's two different places and I might save more at the public market. So yeah, I'm buying like the trays of eggs, some fruits, vegetables, and certain fishes, certain meats. So, you know, the grocery shopping is more the daily consumption. The girls here like eating like canned foods. I'm not a big eater of canned foods, but you know, like that's what their daily is. Now grocery shopping includes the shampoos, the everything everyone needs in the house, right? So kind of, if it makes sense to you guys. If you need more clarifications, let me know. Now, next thing on my list is my dog food for my bakong, for my Negros house. So the dog food is for me 5,000 pesos, right? That's 5,000 pesos. So that's just food for my 4 dogs in Negros right now. Now I do have 2 dogs here as well. So, you know, as you can see, I love dogs. Now my car loan, this is my budget here in the Philippines. My car loan for the car that I have is 22,700. So it's for the car that I have here. So, and last but not least, the staffing for all my staff that are taking care of the houses, because Ruby and I do have more staff for other businesses, but our house staff, we pay 33,000 pesos in total. That's 33,000 in total amongst 4 of them. So the grand total amount for me every single month is 176,950 pesos. That's equivalent to, at 54 pesos exchange rate, $3,276.85. So there you go. That is my daily, that's not my daily, that's my monthly cost of living here in Davao City. So there it is. There's my budget. Now, that's pretty much what I've done to the best of my ability as to living pretty much the same life I have in America. Now, mind you, like a lot of you expat guys, girls, or more guys, you guys are living here with a minimal budget of like 1,000. I don't know what that looks like, to be honest with you. I don't know what it looks like. Number one, you're not gonna really see me eating at a calendaria. Although I do have one for business, but you're not gonna see me eating at a calendaria. I had a bad experience. My guts fell out pretty much. It wasn't good for me. And honestly, like that's pretty much like life for me here, right? I mean, I am blessed and I'm grateful for the life that I live here. Mind you, I am not in retirement mode, right? So my wife Ruby and I have businesses here. I am a consultant here. So, like, to kind of break it down, but not really, it's like, if you guys want to get into it, you can just hit me up and talk business or whatever, but I try my best. This might be controversial for many of you. I don't live with limits. We had a rough life in New York, to be honest with you, and I'm just gonna keep hustling at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you. And for me, since the baby's in my life, I'm even going harder, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of man I am at the end of the day. For you expats who just want to live minimal, by all means, you did your life already. You're just trying to stay low key or whatever. That's my budget. What's more important here is, what's your budget? How does it break down for you? Because in my previous video, some people are saying like, I live on 800, that's 40,000 pesos about. I live on 1,000 pesos. And some people, I believe, were a lot more forthright and forthcoming, I mean, and honest, saying that I can't go to Philippines, I can't live for less than 3,000. And and I want to segue to this, in my hopes of getting to know everyone, doing a lot more podcasts and getting more interviews in, I'm offering now, I do consultation for businesses and stuff like that. If you want to get to kind of break down how business works here in the Philippines, get assistance in creating business in the Philippines, I'll be more than happy to help. Hit this QR code right here or my email down below if you want to connect. I'm going to be doing 100. That's like my slot in my head. I'm going to be doing 100 free 45-minute consultations out there because I just want to help people anyway. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even have to be about business, honestly. It could be about you just wanting to know how things work here in the Philippines, because I kind of want to have that interaction too, because to have a better approach as to how to help people, living here in the Philippines. Now, that can go a lot of ways. Everyone has a different perspective on life. And this is just me showing you my perspective in life. Now, with that said, by all means, hit this QR code. Let's connect. And whether it's living in the Philippines, you're an expat, balikbayan, you just want to chat, I will say, I'll be transparent with you. I do want to get it as a podcast and just kind of, just talk pretty much, just for content, as well as me talking to real people, because I'm going to put Filipinos on here as well, and kind of another segue into, this is kind of like my podcasting space in my office here. And I'm going to have seats, chairs coming in soon. And this is where I'm going to be having discussions with people, Filipinos, BPO workers, expats, pretty much anyone, honestly, whoever wants to talk to me. I'm just here to pick people's brains and just be that guy, dude. I just want to talk to people, man, at the end of the day. But nonetheless, that's my monthly budget. I really appreciate you hanging out. If you liked it, leave a red heart. A lot of people leave green hearts, but can you leave a red heart? I really appreciate it. Take care. God bless. I will see you soon. Bye.